Oh, that was nice. Okay. I think this is the first live stream from the mobile, although it goes through another mobile because the SIM card I haven't. There's some problem with the SIM card for one of the what is it called? Mobile. What is it called in English? I'm not even sure. But I have like Lebara and I have Luca. And apparently the Luca SIM card, which is actually the newest SIM card, clearly has some issues in regards of attaching, getting getting its thing. It's not working clearly as it should. I can't. I did make it. It was working once in regards to the phone, but they also have some security bullshit. So they kind of, you fix it over to the mobile, and then the idea is that they will send you the information that the phone needs in regards of getting internet and all that. But then you also need a password as well for this. So anyway, I've been trying the mobile, and we've just been charging it as well. I think it's pretty much done charging. You try to make it kind of begin to work in regards to the batteries and all that. And I did discharge the phone 2 times pretty much since getting it. Well, the first time I just discharged the whole thing. Usually I would actually charge the mobile up to a full amount. But that's usually what you did in the old days anyway. But I guess, in regards to these different kinds of batteries might have different ways of but yeah, I would usually, when you get the mobile, I would put it in a charger, wait for it to charge to 100%, and then begin to use it from there. And actually, in the old days, you would have it sitting a longer period of time in the charger. But of course, these days, it seems like the charger just stops. When it's done, it just stops it. So it doesn't really pressure further in regards of things. So not sure if it actually is if it's actually doing anything. um I have a dilemma in regards to where to go now in regards of things. The company did actually send me some details in regards to updating it to Android 14, because apparently it's not possible to update directly to like if you take the standard Google update, which is the first thing I tried. So this is the Tank 3, by the way. I'm on the Tank 3. This is the first live stream I make with it. Although it's connected to another mobile. I'll see here. I turned that off. Let's see here. Where did it go? Oh my! Oh no! Don't do that. It's connected to my other mobile. So it does apparently have the Telenor.dic. What was that? Let's see here. Lebara. Oh, that must be the Lebara. I might have. Yeah, I have two different. So the SIM card might have the Lebara SIM card in it at the moment, but there's no connection on the Lebara. So it's running the internet on the to another mobile where Luca is actually connected. And it's just I had so many issues with it yesterday and today. I took some gasoline, or what it's called, in English, and wiped it clean, the SIM card clean. And finally, I got it working, but it was on one of the older mobiles. I took it out again and thought the issue was kind of fixed. Tried to take it into the new and couldn't get it working in the Tank 3 phone. Then putting it back to the old, it was giving issues again. And so after a couple of tries in the old mobile, I finally got it to find the SIM card, and I'm not touching it anymore. I was like, I'm okay, now it's working. I'll just let it sit in the old phone. I'm not going to further. I need another SIM card. And it's really not a mobile number that I want to, what do you call it, it's just one of these trial things where I tried Luca and all that, and and they didn't, I actually asked them at some point to actually change to my original number from Lebara and all that, but they never did that. So yeah, I'll change the background. As you can see, we also have this is the turning on projection and all that. And I've been using it for a good amount of hours. You can, trying to also drain the battery and all that, and while trying to have it running, and it's pretty nice. I had it running in the night as well, while listening to some biblical stuff and all that, and it was, I have a wall that I took down the Revelation thing and all that. I'll see if I can maybe put it another place. I guess that wall is pretty perfect to have it running. And the fan begins to run and all that. Also, I found out that there's like actually, in regards to the sound, why is it actually turning down in regards to the? Did I turn out some automatic little thing to make the screen less turned down or whatever? Anyway, so at the moment, I can actually still get access to my user data on Android 13 because this is Android 13. And this is the application that I usually use. It's called Total Commander. It's free, and I can't live without it. I can't, Android without Total Commander is absolutely just no go, which is one of the reasons why, I bought a phone, another phone which made issues in regards to Total Commander, in regards to AGM company, a mobile company. And since I got the phone, they have not updated the phone for over 2 years, I think it is. And it's like, I told them about the issues, and they understood that there was some issues, yet they didn't want to fix it. Apparently, they had one programmer in, I don't know, China or something like that, and apparently they rather wanted to use on the new mobiles, and the new mobiles, and the new mobiles, and all that. So they didn't want to fix the things in the old version, even if they're still selling this mobile on their webpage. It's actually one of the mobiles that they're selling on the webpage, but they don't want to fix the issues that I've found, and I can't remember all the issues, but I've written to them, I've spoken to them over Facebook and all that, but they don't want to. They accept that there are some issues, but they didn't want to fix it. Also, nicely enough, in regards of the button here, although they usually is a little more to the left and the right, I think, but whatever the case, at least we have the option. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have the... Oh, I need to have something here. Let's go into... what's it called? Developer mode. All these options. I just, they tend to change where all the options are, so I can't figure out where everything is, because it seems to be changing all the time. It's like, where is it? Where is somewhere? Where is somewhere? Where is somewhere? Right? See here, touch. There should be a touch function somewhere that I usually have on. Where is it? What is it called? By the way, if you want your phone to feel like it's faster, you go in here. It's usually set to animation scale 1. You put it down to 0.5x, and you do that with all of these 3. Window animation, transition animation, and animation scale, and it will make your mobile feel like it's quicker, because the animations are, double the speed. Now, if you want the animation slower, you can also try that, and it will make your mobile feel very slow. But yeah, of course, if you want to see what it actually is, you can put the animation scale to 2 or something like that, and these other things to 2. And then when you do like this, it will be slow. You can also make it even slower. You can 5. I can't remember what all of but anyway, it's like it will make the mobile feel a lot slower, and you need to wait for the animation to And I hate I want it to be snappy and feel snappy. And I even take the animation off as well. Um, I did that on the other phone that I had. But at the moment, new mobile and all that, I'll just fix it to at least 0.5x, and it will feel like it's more snappy, when you do like that, and it will be quicker in regards of showing up. Anyway, where's the thing in regards of showing? Bum, 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 bum. Can't remember. Can we search? See here. Touch. What's your touch feedback? No, touch hold and delete. Touch sound. Can't remember what it's called. Oh, by the way, at the moment now the projector is running in the background, just to heat it up, just to see if I get any heat warning. Now, of course, I would need to use the camera function to further see, but the problem is all the Android phones that I've used have the issue of heating up. Oh, we can also fix the OEM unlocking, if anything, if one wants to unlock the phone. I might upgrade to Android 14 with the other way around, and that should also help me learn in regards of some of the stuff. Well, I've done things in the past and all that. The problem is I have too much in my brain, so I need to relearn things, every single time. I put one book in my brain and another book falls out. It's very, I'm not young anymore. When I was young, you could just fill things into your brain, and there was more than enough room in the brain. It's like an empty room, and you just began to fill things into the room. But now the room is so full, so every time you put something in the room, something else has to go out. It's very sad. So I've been toying around with mobiles for many years, but remembering all the things is just, and of course they don't make it easier either. All these different mobile, where you need to do one specific thing on one mobile to get to, and then you need to do it in another way on another mobile, and another way on another mobile, and so forward. Yeah, as far as I recall, that also needs to be turned on if one is beginning to do anything in regards to that. And of course, the OMM locking needs to be, whatever. Oh yeah, of course it can't update it. So let's please restart the device to enable. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure if I can, but I have tried updating it, and it doesn't have an Android 14 update. I would need to go through the other route. There's some information on the Facebook page. That also been sent some information from the company themselves, and I might look into that. Because the thing is, I'm in a kind of a dilemma, because if Android 14 is actually, in on the tank tree, it's actually closing down the information. Oh yeah, I actually did. I'm sorry, I'm all over at the moment. There's so many things here. I'm still looking for the thing in regards to that little dot thing. Pointer location. That's not it, is it? Nope. Show tabs. There we go. Oh yeah, love that feature. Can't live without that feature. Um, okay. So that's actually, by the way, camera. Another thing that I just love, and this is my X Cover 6 mobile that I nuked a couple of days ago, because Google just thought it they so if I turn this on, it will be, you know it just totally nuked. Very sad. Now the reason why I got this is because Samsung actually had made it like the good old days, where you can charge the battery. And I also found some chargers where I had to go. Samsung hasn't made any charger themselves, but I did find a way to actually do that over here. You can see the chargers laying there. Yeah, it's not the cleanest and all that. Sorry about that. Needing a woman for that. But anyway, but as you can see, there's also micro SD card and 2 SIM slots and all that. A little like the good old days, but it gets very easily heated. Just very sad. But as you can see, all my applications are gone. I nuked it, totally nuked it, and it's just this, I'm not, whatever, because I guess Samsung thinks that it's so, in regards to security or privacy or whatever, it's so important to just wipe the user's data away if you unlock the bootloader, you know. And of course, the thing is that what you can actually, what you could do in the past. Now, Google has, as usual, Google is evil company. But as you usually could do like this, like you go into the internal space, and if you don't have Total Commander, go get it. One of the reasons why you also should get Total Commander is this. You have, if you're not going to root the device and all that, you still have the possibility of an equalizer, other effects, loud enhancer, and all that. Now, of course, this phone, Tank 3, has a booster for sound as well. I saw that yesterday. I was talking to one of the guys from the forum a couple of hours, and he's told me about the feature and all that. Of course, I probably would have found it at some point, but it's nice to just get some hint. And he said it actually was turned on, and he had to turn it off. So I looked into it, and it actually was turned off, and I was like, okay, so it actually has a boost in regards to the sound already, so further boost. But yeah, this is a TC Media player, and you do not need to, and it can play in the background as well if you put it up in the, as you would, you take this off, pause video in the background, you take that off. You can also fix these, so you can go 10 seconds the one way and the other way, and you can also make it fast and all that. It's an absolute, like, this is how it works. And because if they did know their old test, well, I'm not sure why the video is not working. It should work. Usually it works, and then when you turn it around, the mobile around, and apparently you do like that, right? And then you play. So they would know that as a Paso. This is how I did it last night as well, and running the projector and all that. There are some things in regards of things that I do not understand, because when you actually turn it around, now I've made it so it doesn't do it automatically, because that was very annoying when you had the projector and all that. But let's see here. The weird thing is that this thing here wouldn't actually be available all the time. Because if you're actually using it as a projector, you would need to take the, and now we have a problem apparently. Okay, maybe just go back like this. The problem is, if you need to turn the mobile around to actually make it come around, it's like if it's actually being used as a projector, you need to take it away from where it is. And like, if you actually have found a pretty good position for the projector and all that, and you didn't need to take up the phone, turn it around to get this little thing coming in the menu to push it, that's kind of a little, it would be nice just to actually have the ability to just push it at the very, just have it at a side, just to be pushing it, so you can just change it on the, that's, instead of needing to move the phone and all that. Anyway, and the projector is still running, and it's using a good amount of energy in regards to doing that. I don't know how quickly you can empty the phone with the projector on, but I think maybe 6 or 8 hours, maybe. But I'll have to try that at some point just to let it run. Maybe it needs more hours in full. But it seems to be the quickest way to actually, to empty it. I was also looking into how much energy is actually going into the phone by. Let's see here. Let's see if I actually can. But then it had some issues in regards to the charging, because I put the wrong setting in the. Well, I can actually open the. As you can see here, I have this little guy which apparently doesn't turn on because some. Okay, the problem is I would usually put it over to this, but apparently I need to have my nails fixed. But anyway, okay, you just have it as it is, right? Oh, there we go. So this is by the way a menu that I've made. You can actually customize your own little menu. I put it also out there for free on a forum, so you can download it. These are the one, there's a C5 now, an upgraded version, pretty much as far as I know the same, just with a C5 and all that. You can find it in red and all that. So the blue is watts, the yellow is voltage, and the red is amps. That's the standard colors that I think is the colors that should be used for those. And gray is in regards to the ohms, but that's not really there. These are actually for something else. These are both voltage things. I haven't really kind of understood that totally, but anyway. So if we go over here, this is how many watts that actually has been put into the mobile, which is interesting because that's 101 watt hours. I would actually have expected more when I calculated it. Actually, a good amount more. Okay. But this is, I just reset this before actually charging up the device. 101 watt hours. It should actually, if you calculated it, there should be two batteries in it, right? But although it does seem more, yeah, I don't know why that would only actually, I would have expected it if, in regards to the calculations, that it actually would be double the amount. Or maybe there's some further problematic things in regards of the battery thing. It's always lots of confusion in regards of batteries and all that. But it actually only says 101 watt hours for a full charge. I would have expected more. A lot more, actually. If you have two batteries that are both of them are. But yeah, if it only has 101 watt hours, that will actually, I guess it's then fitting for taking on the airplane. But I just feel like all these informations then are kind of, if we only get 101 watt hours into the mobile, then it's a lot less than I calculated. I made the calculations in regards to the two batteries. You have one battery saying that it's so and so much, and you then but that seems to then actually be the maximum of both of the batteries, which doesn't seem to fit with the data as far as I recall. Um, Now it's still a lot of battery, of course. 101 watt hours is pretty much near, more than, a little more than one of these, which are 97 watt hours. These anchor things and all that. Yeah, I think it's 87 watt hours, and that's a big, that's a big one. Yeah. So I was kind of like, how can they actually put like two of these into the mobile? It doesn't seem to be that, batteries doesn't seem to be that big. But okay, 100 watt hours it seems that we're getting on this little guy. I will have to do some more testing and all that. And actually, there's a test application for the computer as well that can be running, so you get the data on the computer screen. Although I have an old Windows 7, a slim client here, a very, very slow computer, but it doesn't use so much energy, and that's what's the idea of it. But anyway, yeah, okay, 101.9 watt hours. Yeah. Anyway, so next time I will just do like this. So we're going to number 2, and we'll just do another one. That's next time I'll empty the mobile. Here we also can see some data on the charger, 120 watt charger, and we have, there we go. We have some Anderson plugs here. This is my preferred plugs, these Anderson. I love Anderson. Anderson are just the wonderful best plugs that I just love. You make the Anderson plugs with a guy like this. You fix it, the cables and all that, and then you need a tool like this, and you and you can reuse them. You can take them out and reuse they're just wonderful. But if you're doing, low voltage DC and all that, it's just wonderful. Anyway, so here we have the 120-watt charger as well, and I've fixed it on the other side, so this part goes upward, so they don't block here. It's pretty nice. It's slim and all that. Although I haven't seen it go to 120 watts. The maximum I've seen the mobile charge with is 103 watts. But anyway, what we can do with this little guy is push here and danger high voltage. That's just because it's going to test, so you don't want anything to be connected to while it's doing its thing. And yeah, blah 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 blah, and there you go. So they will run through what it can actually do with this little guy. So these are the things that it tests, and all the green ones are the ones that it does. And as you know, different from charge to charge, you will get different results and all that. This is the completion of and maybe I should turn it on the other side here. Maybe that will work. And there you go. Yeah, I need to have cut my nails. But there you go. So these are some of the functions that the charger will do and not do and all that. And you can also trigger it with this little device as well, and use it as a trigger and all that. It has a lot of features. This little guy, it's and it can do a lot of amps. It's made for 0 to 10 amps. The other one I think is made to 11 amps. Now, of course, it does get heated when you get to the very very big amps and all that. It will absolutely become heated, and the first thing of if it gets too heated, the screen will begin to go away, and then okay, I'll just plug it out now, right? But I have used it. I have some Anderson things, where you can actually put, the USB-C to Anderson, and while in regards to the solar panels, I can just put it in the middle. But there are some in regards of auto start has some issues, sadly. Of course, you have the system over here where you can see you have 50 watts coming into the system, 23 watts coming out. Although this little guy also uses 7 watts just to have turned on. I've tried these. These are 100 watts for the mobile. With the standard cable, didn't really work. Well, it worked. Well, it has some issues, and the Anchor as well had some issues. And this little guy, that actually was my best charger that I have, 120 watts, have some issues as well in regards to charging the phone. Now, it might just be because of the cable, so I'll have this other kind of cable that is my favorite cable. Carefully, it's the very best, and it can go into this in this little thing here. So if you just pull on both cables, you don't pull on one side, you pull on both sides. I have two different. I also have this one. It's the same carefully thing. It's a little different, but it works the same. But the design is a little different. It's a little bigger, and this one you can actually look what is going on inside of it. That's pretty nice. This technology or whatever. It's pretty nice. It's I love it. So carefully is the best cable thing that I've tried, and I've tried a lot of different cables. You also have cables over here, and you have adapters over. I've tried many different adapters and cables and all that, because again, you do get multiple results, different results. This was the very best charger that I've had in regards to working with most things and all that. Although I can't remember the name, and it's hard to see the name in regard. Oh, it's an ArcDoc GAN thing, 120 watts. Now I burned it off, as usually I tend to burn things off, testing things and all that. That tends to happen. And I burned the USB-A's off, but the USB-C is still working. But yeah, in regards to the phone, I can't remember which one, but one charged 21 watts, the other charged 17 watts in regards to the phone. This one, in regards to the 100 watts Blue Eddy, had some issues in regards to restarting over and over again. Again, sometimes it's just the cable. Sometimes it's just the cable that actually makes this issue. By the way, in regards to the camera, that actually seems pretty smooth as well. If you go from from I don't know if they actually auto close. If they actually have. Oh, you can think time lapse. Let's try this. I don't know if they actually auto close this thing. That I haven't seen if that actually auto closes or not. The thing is, of course, I don't have the newest version installed on my, so I can't really reach out to the company as of now because it's still an older version. So I couldn't just, hey, there's this issue and this issue and this, because they already have a newer version out which I don't have installed on the phone. So that's something that, oh, we have a problem. Okay, we have one problem here because it's not turning the camera around on the recording. Or maybe you can, no, that's probably not going to do much. But I can see it's actually the main camera tool here is not turning around on the on the stream. Um, so that's a problem, of course, because you need to do this, right? That's sad. That's a problem that sadly is also on the AGM and all that. When you're recording, that it's not, fixing it at the right direction. Now it's fixing it on my mobile. Yeah, I have it in the right direction, but as you can see, it's not doing it on the. Now maybe I could use another application. I can't remember if I think it still does it on the newer versions of these live stream applications that I'm using. I'm using Phoenix, which is kind of an older recording tool because it doesn't have a lot of spyware and all that. It was from the very, very best live stream software that was there many years ago, and the company was kicked out by Google, and then they made like a version where there wasn't, all the spyware and all that. Okay, it's still running. We haven't seen any what do you call it? We haven't seen any warnings yet. Now, I actually also found out in regards of a little thing yesterday in regards to where you do like this. I think it is. Let's see if I can remember. 7 7. No, that seems to. No, let's see if I get it right. Might get it wrong. No, we actually got it right. So we can actually go into single test here. And if you got, well, you can always go back and look at what I wrote. And you go into this one. You see battery temperature is 42 degrees. We have minimum 21 and maximum is 44. So we have the battery voltage here. So 8.6 volts. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. I would have expected that there would actually be more battery on the phone. But then again, that's actually maybe not a bad thing because then you can actually take it on the plane without any issues. Now, I can absolutely feel it in my hand while sitting, and I'm sitting with the mobile at the moment. And I can absolutely feel that it's heavy. And I guess I haven't done much exercise as well for a long, long time and all that. So my arms are like very computer arms and all that. I haven't. So I guess if you trained a little more, it would be a less of an issue. But you can just, when you're sitting at a table, it's actually not a problem because you can just sit with it and you can just relax the phone on the table while you're actually doing your things with one arm. And you can just sit with, oh, yeah, by the way, this is the things that I usually use. Like there was a past where you had these, where you can have these, and you can write on them and all that. This was the alternative I found, so you can still do like things on the do and all that, push there and all that with it. And these was the best that I found. And I've they tend to break, and I've fixed a filter dude on it. I have multiple of these. Love them, and you also have a pencil thing in it, and red pencil are the best. Sadly, they stopped making these. I don't know why. Maybe they will begin to make them again. And there's been various versions of the ink where you have one. You had these were the very, very best ink in regards to the black ones, the first I bought and all that. Um, but then there has been other versions I've tried, and clearly they were different. But yeah, anyway, and they also have this square thing, so you're actually sitting with the square. Anyway, it's a thing. So I haven't really tried further in regards to different cables in regards to charging this phone to see if there's, you know, it's, at least the charger works with the 230 volts in regards to this. And I guess it doesn't matter in regards of, flipping around. Um, this charger, the original charger, does work with the Blue Yeti, but the thing is, the Blue Yeti makes the 230 volt AC, accelerated current, and all that. Or what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? AC. It's alternate currency. So, and sometimes the chargers kind of doesn't work so good with this kind of AC that it produces. The AC quality apparently is not that good, but so some chargers will actually work differently. But at the very least, the charger that comes from 8849 actually do work. So that's nice. And it's still going. The projector, I haven't had it turn off at all, and it's still running while I'm recording here, and it seems to be going pretty good. Now the phone is heating up. I can feel like it's getting hot. Now, of course, I'm also sending information. I'm using the camera as well at the same time, so it absolutely should be on. Its, what do you call it? Well, let's actually give it a little more. Let's just punish it a little more. I'm very good at punishing mobiles. So let's give it a little more punishing, and let's go to the camp lamp. Yep. And let's pull full bright. There we go. And we'll just fix that as well. Let's turn back here and go back to the camera. No. Oh, turned off the camera. Oh, we can't run the full. Okay. That wasn't possible, apparently. Let's try camping lamp again. Okay, okay, we have the extreme bright mode. Okay, let's try this one and then go into it turns it off. Maybe what if I do it like this? Can that maybe? No. No. Okay, so apparently using the camera. Apparently we. Okay, so that apparently the button on the camera apparently changes in regard. Okay, well, whatever. So, well, it's still running the projector, and we still have the camera going on here. I can really feel like it's getting hot. It surely is getting hot. Another thing that actually bothers me is actually this thing. But this is a Google thing, and actually Samsung actually have an application where you can customize this. I can't remember what it's called, but you can actually customize it, because it's, you're sitting here, right? It's just stupid. It's just absolutely rubbish. And at least in the older versions of Android, you could actually like see multiple things, but on this is like you need to move it to the left. Like, give me a break. And here we see the RAM, how much the RAM is being used. Yeah, see here, camping light. But yeah, you can only see one, like pretty much one screen at a time. What's the point of that? If you're going to use a thing, you want to quickly be able to go from one application to another application. But no. But anyway, there we go. Instead of this swiping or clicking game and waste of time, But Samsung actually have an application where you can make a nice menu. Although it's not perfect, but you can actually see multiple applications in one go on the screen. Anyways, go back to this and see the power fast here. Well, the max temperature apparently I've been able to do with this is 44. I wonder if that would probably be the battery temperature. I wonder in regards to the CPU and all that. I don't know if there's any other. I haven't really. Oh, how do we go? Fail. Okay. Is there anything in regards of temperature maybe? But you can usually install some applications where you can see, which is also pretty bad in regards of all my applications. In regards of, it's just gone. All the things, and all the folders and all the setup and all that just gone out the window. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, so I guess the next thing I need to figure out is how to update this to Android 14 and see if the issue is there. And if the issue is there, I will need to see if I can circumvent that. Now, if I do install Android 14, I will probably also find out how to actually also go back to Android 13 if so. But of course, you want to get to the point where you're actually using the phone, right? But I guess I will have to sort those things out before actually. The student thing, no idea what that is. Anyway, but as you can see, like if we go to Total Commander and we go into Android data and we go into this future sculptor, which is actually all my notations and all that, and I go in, I can actually do that now. Now I've opened this, but and I can actually access my files. But if I do it like on another application, let's try this one. It says on Android greater or equal to 13, the external SD card is write protected. Now, of course, it's not the external SD card, but that's another issue of Linux nonsense. And anyway, location, this and that, you need to choose the directory from a special Android dialog to give Total Commander rights. Okay, so you say yes. So now you open up in this Google thing and you will say use this folder. And then the clicking game as it usually go, because they just love wasting our time. And then you say yes and you can go in. But many Android versions today you can't do that. So you can't access your files, which is kind of, if you want to move your data from one mobile to another mobile, or get your notations files and all that, all of the notations files are like in here. Like look at this, all my files are right in here, and this folder actually was found in the standard in the standard home folder. All my notations actually had a folder for itself, but Google forced the programmer to put it inside the data, and then afterwards they lock it up. And first they made the clicking bullshit game where you need to like do this. No, sorry, let's see if you can find one that is still locked. I don't have that many applications to. And he's like, oh, right, protected, blah 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 blah. And you need to use folder and then allow, the clicking game, and you need to do this over and over and over and over. You get so tired of Google's bullshit. It's your data, and it's your application, and they just put the data in hostage situation, and I lost all my data. So long middle finger to Google and Samsung. I called Samsung and I talked with Samsung. I was like, oh, we can't do anything about that. It's Google. It's like, hey, Samsung, how big a company are you? And if you can't, and you can't do anything against it. So, I said, give me a break. So they just take, I bought the phone, the Samsung phone, where you could actually get access to your user data, and I used it to move data and all that from my other, and then seeing the information just locked out. So I can't get the data. I can't get, like, if I'm making music, um, in Maestro, I want to be able to kind of move my data from one mobile to another mobile and all that without bullshit. So this is Maestro. So all the work that I'm doing here, they shouldn't lock it up. They, give me a break with the bullshit. So I'm so sick and tired of this sickening world, where they do everything, instead of actually helping the user, they do everything in the exact opposite, They do everything to the exact opposite and making, they're taking the freedom from the users, and it's sickening, and it's evil, it's disgusting, and apparently we have some problems. Here are all my music, right? And it's like, if I can't, and of course I lost all the other data from the main phone and all that, and all the settings and all the things, just out the window, because Google thought it was a good idea to just put my information in a hostage situation. Now, again, I need to figure out if Tank 3 Pro, in regards to Android 14, actually locks your data in. And if it does, I will need to unlock it, And I can't remember all the details and what you need to do and all that. But uh, but yeah, I will need to look into it, because I want to know if my data is safe from being locked into this mode of absolutely disgusting crime of Google. Okay, it doesn't seem like we have any problems in regards to the heat. You know, it is. The fan is running maximum, I guess. Also, interestingly enough, the fan application is actually found on this Android 13. So I guess they have updated. It seems like they have like an older Android 13 update, which has been updated to some of these things. But yet you cannot update Android 13 to Android 14. I'm not sure what the company is. Maybe they're looking into the issue of not logging the user data in or something like that. I don't know. It's a little weird that you have some people having Android 14 and you have others that only have Android 13. Let's turn that on at the moment while we're not in camera mode, so just to get some heating going. We want to punish it as much as possible, right? Anyway, warning simulation. You have the fan cooling here. Now you can't, it's pretty much turned on already in regards of the projector and all that. But you actually have the fan cooling, application in the Android 13. And the battery is pretty nice. You have the number in the battery itself, so it doesn't, use extra. It's like incredible, where there's like have a battery and you have the number percentage instead of just putting it into one icon. Um, it also has the possibility to at least make the icons more square. Google made a lot of nonsense in regards of that in the past. Like, come on, you only have so and so much space on a mobile, and you want to make the icons round. You gotta be kidding me. Like, what is this bullshit? And they made a lot of nonsense in regards to the icons as well. Instead of actually making the user or the programmers actually have the full icon, then it's becomes smaller, and give me a break with the nonsense. Um, so yeah, I don't think you can actually do the. No, you can't do that. That would actually have been nice if if the company actually made it available that you could actually put more icons down here. Should be possible to have more icons down there and just make them a little more small. Maybe even as well in regards to the screen, so you actually have more than four on this, like 1 2 3 4, right? 1 2 3 4, right? You probably should be able to make it more than four, but there's no option in the home setting. And there's the menu mode switch, which is nice, but because I don't like to have the big thing, so it's nice with the menu switch. The problem is that it doesn't remember the settings. So if you actually go backward like this and backward again, then it will actually, and hopefully it didn't do it now, but if you actually like set it, it will actually reset. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, it just did it. So as you can see, it actually resets the settings. So all the settings that you do, if you actually go in and push it, and then push it back, then you actually have it actually resetting it. So all the work that you might have done putting things into folders and all that is just out the window, and you can start doing it all over again. Isn't that just fantastic? It's just a madness. So yeah, but yeah, in regards of the, I guess, well, we haven't had any heating issues yet and all that, and might not get it. Now, also, you can actually, if you have the fan on, if you actually are going to record, right, you could actually put the fan to number 2, level 2, and you can't really hear the fan at that point, but it is moving, it's moving up, things. So if you're actually recording and you're afraid that it might come up with one of these warnings, or if you ever get one of these warnings, you could actually just put the fan to number 2 or something like that, and then we would, do some cooling while you're using it. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone on the forum actually complain that that anything has happened to them in regards of things. In regards of heating. And it's a big device as well, for sure. But yeah, anyway, sitting with it, it is getting hot, while running the projector. It's not like, very, very hot. It's not like I can't sit with it or anything like that, but you can feel like it's lukewarm. Um, so yeah, so that's not bad. Oh well, so I can probably also find Android 13. There was some data as well on that on the Facebook forum and all that. Would be nice to actually kind of collect the data on it. Of course, all my applications on my other phone where I actually had like access to things and to do things and this and that, I've just, it's all of it is gone, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to set the Samsung phone up again, because I will need to set all the, it's just it's going to take days and days and days, and it's so I rather one would like to focus on this mobile to actually set it up as my and then sell the Samsung phone, just and just have, yeah, go back to the, the Samsung phone X Cover 6 was a, you know it was okay, but still not, still having the heating issues, um, and still having issues that should have been fixed. And I'm also sick and tired of changing the battery all the time. Although it's possible to actually just hot swap the batteries, which is nice, but it's still tedious, and to get into all the, battery is low, and the batteries run dry pretty quickly, you know. So, and I would have liked to have a bigger battery for it, but in the past it was possible, but it's today it's they don't really wanna. There's no one really making bigger batteries in regards of like in the old days when there was some sanity around. Um, so yeah, yeah, I tried I tried different of these applications, as it's has some very interesting applications in it. So I'm just in a dilemma in regards to what to do at this point. Do I? I'm probably going to look into how to install Android 14, I guess, manually, and see if the data is locked. If it's locked, I will need to find a way to not have it locked. Whether in the mobile needs to, I guess, bootloader, opening the bootloader and something like that, and trying to get, you know, if I can get control of the mobile, get power to the user as it should be, so they don't take my data away all of a sudden and say, "Oh, you can't get access to the data," you know. So yeah, that might be a thing. They also have the thing here apparently installed out of the box as well, which some say that you needed to install, but apparently they also have that out of the box now. So yeah. Hmm. Besides that, it's very smooth. I haven't tested it in regards to, well, I'm not connected to Play Store either. Um, so, but yeah, um, I'll see how. Yeah, it would be not, in regards to testing it, probably is a lot faster than the Samsung as well, and of course it has the fan in regards of it. So it's a win-win situation on all levels, as far as I can see. Well, on at least on so many levels. So, but yeah, I do wonder in regards to that, the batteries, how it would only give me 100 watt hours. How that does work, because that, I guess that means that the details in regards to the battery is not in regards to one battery, but it's actually maybe two batteries, and maybe they're selling it with false information then in regards of I would need to do some calculations and sort that out if there's actually something wrong in regards to the calculations on the battery. um because 100 watt hours is clearly not what I calculated to be. um it's a lot less than than what I calculated, and I have the calculations in an email that I also sent to them in regards of it. And of course, we have the data details in regards to the battery from inside the mobile. Um, but as far as I could see, they double up the amount of in regards to the amps. So you would also need to double up, as far as I can see, the watts as well, as far as I recall. Um, but that might not necessarily actually be the case. Oh, so whatever, we'll see. Just the more honesty you can get from a company, the better. Yeah, but overall, the phone looks pretty. It's snappy enough. And fan, and haven't had any heat issues as for now. Um, so yeah, I'm just thinking, what am I going to do now? Am I going to look into upgrading it to Android? Oh yeah, we could also try to actually do that. Although now that I've tried around, I'm not entirely sure that it actually want to do it. But my device, apparently, it has this My Device Android 13 and system update current tank EEA 2023-11-10, but then it also has 2024 06-19. Um, so clearly, it's actually pretty nice because they take the year, month, and day. That's how you should do it, and that's how they do it. So that's nice. 1634, not sure. I guess it's a number version. But it seems like they have this version that they might have upgraded with some things from 2024, maybe the fan thing and all that. And last checked, I don't know if I can check for updates here, but we can try. Your device software is currently up to date, but of course this is only Android 13. And here you have the equivalent battery capacity, right? 23.8 amp hours. Yeah, I'm not so sure about. Of course, you could also get applications to actually check how much it actually charges and all that, and how that goes around. But yeah, so what is, I guess, the animation down there? Okay, 18 gigabyte of 512. Of course, 512 is never 512 either. 16 gigabyte, as far as I recall, is never 16 gigabyte. It would be less. But anyway, but this is like information you usually would update from Google in regards to update, but apparently that's system update. You would go in here and you would say check for updates and all that. But Android security update 2023, last update check, blah 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 blah. Android 13. So there's no way apparently for me to update to Android 14. Apparently they do not have Android 14 at the moment from this. You need to do it in another way apparently, which I don't know why they would have done that. Seems a little tedious, but one thing in regards to the projector, it's pretty wide. In regards to mobiles like these wideness, I would like to get back to the old format when there was some sanity with mobiles, where it was a little less long. Not even sure why it would be needing to be so long. I don't know why they are doing that, but instead of making it a little wide so it actually fits more like video, more like I can't remember what it's called, but you have the old, let's see if I can find it. You have like the old format of screen size in regards of, it actually fits with a movie, whereas they began to go totally ballistic in regards of, and as you can see, the screen is sadly broken on both of my LG V20s, but these are my LG V20s, 8-year-old phones and all that. But yeah, that was my main mobile pretty much. And that's been my main mobiles, and it has like jack stick. You have the double SIM card. For at least for that's versions without two SIM cards. But anyway, you have the IR blaster. You have a little micro. The speaker. Sorry, I guess the speaker is kind of, but you have the jack stick and all that. It's a pretty nice mobile. The last sane flagship, and it could still have been improved, and yet, yeah. Yeah, the mobile is pretty, it's heated up. I don't see any warnings in regards of heat, and I don't think I will actually get one. So maybe I finally have a mobile where I don't run into heat issues if I record and live stream to to um, to YouTube, and don't have battery issues all of a sudden running dry of battery. 87% at the moment. Again, I'm using the projector. The projector is shooting still. A full speed in regards of. Oh, I stopped the projector. Okay. But it's like full speed in regards of. Oh, come on. See, full speed projector here. I have like brightness full and on and all that. Let's try to put it on again. And there we go. No? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's turning on now. Yep. So yeah, and that's I haven't had any problems with it, at least not on Android 13 on this update. Um, and of course, I can get access to my data, so I can actually move data over, which might not be possible on Android 13 or Android 14. Now, I'm not sure, is it really necessary to upgrade to Android 14? I'm not entirely sure, but that's, you know, what's the difference really between Android 13 and 14? Usually it actually is usually just taking more features away from the user. Although in regards of that was to say there was to be a record function somewhere in the phone, record calls that use call recorder, auto record. Here we go, auto record calls when calling. There we go. So, and then we have the SD, and it goes into call recorder. That's nice. Finally, some sanity, right? And I also understand that they actually made it pretty sane in regards to, where's my total commander? There we go. Oh, did it actually? Oh, it seems to actually have fixed back to what I. No, I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's see. Call recorder. So it should call recorder. No, that's. Was it? What was it called? Maybe it uses the same folders as one of my other applications. But yeah, it's nice if it actually, it's a nice feature to have that you can actually, you know, call record. Call record. Okay, so maybe it hasn't made it yet, or maybe it's making it on the internal space. And I guess you can maybe actually choose where you want them to be recorded, like to the SIM card, for example. Um, Yeah, but it just became so overly complex in regards to things. Let's see here. All my mobile applications as well go on. Yeah, gets tedious. Let's see here. Recording. call recorder. There we go. So in here, it will actually put the call recordings. That'll be very interesting to see if it works and how well it works and all that. That's very nice of them to actually put this feature in there. That's absolutely a thumbs up for the company, other companies, however it works out in regards of the two names and all that. The storage also nicely, the biggest issue with my LG V20 that I had was the 64 gigabyte, which of course is not 64 gigabyte because it was just filling it up way too quickly. Even if you could put a micro SD card in, it was still 160 or 64 gigabyte was too little. 128 gigabyte is not too much either these days because the system and filling up and all these but yeah, I guess this mobile I have 512 gigabyte, so shouldn't be a problem in regards to that. That's nice to have that. So you don't need to think about overfloating or whatever and all that. Micro SD card, you can get up to 2 terabyte these days. And here we have the QQKK when I was attacked by hackers attacked by this nonsense of trying to do something for people and then just getting all your data hacked or encrypted. Thanks so much. That was just so wonderful. You did that. So all these files are just unusable because they're all encrypted. They encrypted huge amount of my data. So while trying to make an open portable collection of applications so I could put it on the website so anyone could download it without actually needing to but no, testing everything out and trying to but no, that shouldn't be, because someone thought it was much better just to ruin all my files. But I was looking for 32-bit applications as well, so you could actually have a collection of portable applications that pretty much could run on multiple systems, yeah. Apparently one of these files was packed with a lot of disgusting filth of viruses and all that. One thing is to destroy the system. Another thing is to encrypt all the use of files. It is just never tried something so disgusting as that. But there's a lot of disgusting people out there that loves running with the devil. Okay, here we have the Total Commander. Although there's a newer version of Total Commander, I did put a link on the Tank Tree Facebook for the version 3.5. But shouldn't be that much of a difference anyway overall. Maestro, here we have my user files, for example, my data files for which I could usually take out, and the files for the but Google knows better apparently how that we shouldn't be allowed to be able to get access, and also force the programmer to put the files in multiple different places as well. And it just, it's made a mess out of things. Google is a sick company of the devil. And you just feel like a little like giving up, So my sword backup, what is my sword? What's that in regards? Isn't that my sword? Isn't that for the PC or? Okay, I'm not sure. Hard to remember everything, for sure. I'll listen and learn Greek.
Omicron, Lambda, Xi, Sigma, Tau, Epsilon, Omega.
Oh yeah, but the speaker is also very nice. It's very loud.
Phi, Chi, Psi, Omega, Delta, Alpha.
And I found out that actually is, See if we can find audio, sound here, down here, sound enhancement. There's actually a volume booster for speaker, which apparently is turned off.
Alpha.
Oh my.
Vita.
So it becomes a little louder.
Gamma.
So even if apparently you can just
Delta.
apparently even if
Eta.
there's even a booster in it, so you can actually volume booster for speaker, bass loudness. And of course, if you further want to adjust things, you could go use CC. You can actually make it an icon like this, and you can further enable equalizer as well. And you can actually also boost loudness enhancer in here and all that. And you can press the speaker to the very maximum. Although, usually I would actually do like this, but I must say in regards to this speaker, it seems more like I just want to do a little adjustment in regards of like this, something of this nature. Because it actually sounds already, in regards to the treble, actually already sounds very nicely and not too much bass and all that. So when I last time set it up, I was actually something of this nature. And usually I would do like this, where I and boost this one pretty much. Well, something like this, I guess. Well, it more like this, but with this speaker, it's more like more like where I boosted just a little here. And but anyway, I will further look into things and all that. But yeah, not sure why this is not working at the moment. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. We got it working. Oh, maybe it was this issue of the new Android.
In the gospel account, we all know Yeshua's words, "No man knows the day or the hour of my return." Well,
so here we have
at 2 or 3 a.m., I could see lights coming on.
If we have here, right, and you can go in here,
with Alan Aguirre, the author of The Feasts Unlocked,
and you can also boost it here, and you don't need any.
It's 15%.
You don't need any, you don't need any routing or anything like that, which is incredible because I have routed a good amount of mobiles and this and that, but I just, my brain just throw the information away because there's other things to focus on. And yeah, but yeah, it's pretty loud.
Sent off if you go to planetbluemedia.com and enter the code RUDE15, and that can be yours. It's a fascinating book. Alan, we've been talking about this for the last few weeks. Thank you for coming back.
Absolutely my pleasure.
You mentioned to me that this is not the only book you've got going on. You've got, 2, 3 others in the works? Is there
Something like that. So
Okay.
I'm presently working on a book called This Thing is Spiritual.
Yes.
It's about the spirituality of music.
Okay.
And then this is kind of like one of 3. The Feast Unlocked, it roughly covers the 40 years in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
The next book is Identity Crisis.
Yeah, it works. You can use both of them in regards of. As you can hear,
5. It's on the banks of the
this
Jordan.
makes it more like
prior to actually going in and conquering the land of Canaan.
Okay.
And then the third one is the actual conquest, possession of the land of Canaan, and it's called G6. And it's they enter the land to possess it, and oh no, there's giants here, and now what?
So again, that's a lot of possibilities of doing it, and it's just if you don't root your phone and want some possibilities of boosting things and all that, this is a way to go. And I've used this application for many years. And one of the mobiles that I bought from the AGM mobile had issues with the Total Commander, and I showed them, and they accepted that there were some issues, but they didn't want to fix it. It's like not a single update from them since I bought the phone, and they're still selling the phone. There were some other issues I wanted them to fix as well, but they just didn't want to do it. And I'm like, if you're still selling the phone and all that kind of, why wouldn't you fix, if you know that these issues are there, why wouldn't you fix it, Oh, but we have focus on other mobiles, right? So yeah, but we haven't had any warning in regards to heat issues, and the projector is still running, and with the projector, of course, the fan is running, and yeah, you can feel that the mobile is lukewarm, but it's not so warm that you feel like moving your hands away. So I guess you can use it as a hand warmer as well. Oh well, anyway, whatever. But yeah, it's but that's clearly a problem when you turn the camera around. I will have to test that with Android 14 as well, and if that's the problem is still there, I can collect all the issues that I find, and I can send it directly to them. And if they're interested, they can sort it out. They seem to do have some programmers that actually have some understanding. Clearly, they have all these extra applications that they also made, so they clearly have some programmers that seems to have some sanity. So that's nice. They might have I don't know how many programmers they have, but there seems to be some sanity at least that they have access to. So if these guys just, if they going to fix the things that is pointed out, well, I'm more than, willing to point the issues out, that I have. But we'll see. I wonder what's this green thing is up in the corner. It's like this green. Is that in regards to the battery or something like that? Up here, it's like up here, right there. Or maybe it's in regards of the. Let's try to turn that off and see if it stops in regards of. Oh, okay, we're still going. Well, okay. I don't know what it is. It's apparently still on in regards of green. No idea what it is. Oh, I clearly have some green and I don't know. Oh, maybe it's a recording thing. Maybe it's actually just showing that it's recording. Or maybe that's the case. Maybe it's going to go away when it's not recording. Although it would actually be nice to have this gone, but I can't remember if that's actually possible to actually have it totally gone. This little thing. I think it might be. Maybe not. Not entirely sure. But it would be nice to have it totally gone, so it was only up here. Maybe that's the thing that actually like Android, finish setting up your tank tree with what are we? Just a few. What is these thing here? Let's see what we have. Oh, but yeah, you can feel that the phone is a little heavy. I haven't tried to actually charge my batteries, my headlight batteries, with it. I guess I would need to. Well, okay, yeah, that could actually be interesting to try out. See how easy it is to charge up some standard. Because you could pretty much then use it as a power bank. Although, in regards to charging from solar panels, I wonder what it's doing. Getting your phone ready. This may take a few minutes. What is it actually doing? I have no idea. Um, I don't know what is not set up. Getting your phone ready. This may take a few minutes. Okay. But yeah. Okay, let's copy your data. You can keep setting up your doing the transfer. What settings in regards of, because I don't have any. Use another device. You need another Android device. Yeah. Sadly, well, I do have some old Android phones with some applications on, but I think they were not sure that would actually work. Use another device. You need another Android on an iPhone, an iPad. Turn it on and keep it unlocked. Yeah. Well, sadly, again, the main mobile that I had with all the data on it is gone. So, connect both devices. Yeah, well, okay, let's just drop that. Anyway, I guess I can take it from beginning again and just fix the applications. Start over from. Would also be nice with starting over in regards of a user account and all that. Like the last one I did, like use like multiple of the same application in the app thing and all that. Yeah. Well, anyway, guess it is what it is. So we're down on 84. Let's turn that on again. But yeah, I do wonder what is really the difference between Android 13 and 14. Besides, I guess I did have Android 14 on the other mobile, so in regards of some of the same places where the options are might be closer together in regards to that. So, but yeah, I don't know. Probably will end up locking my information in. Anyway, I will need to then download some of these systems, begin to try it out, and waste a lot of time on that, I guess. Let's see if we can find the information on it. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Oh, that's the 400 gigabyte for the other phone. Oh no, that's a problem. I have 400 gigabyte that I used to have in the old, in the phone that actually works with the internet at the moment. And of course, if I take the SIM slot out, it will have issues again finding the SIM card, which is not so good. Like one issue after another. Now, yeah, I did. I haven't had any totally like where it's just ridiculous issues with the Tank 3. So I think I think I will actually be pretty satisfied with the Tank 3. Um, it has a jack stick. It has a pretty good speaker. It has the projector. It has more than enough battery. If it doesn't have any heating issue, and if in regards to heating issue, you do have the fan in it. Yeah, it seems like to be a pretty, but okay, it's a little heavy, but rather have a heavy phone than have all the bullshit of the, if I can actually get away from the bullshit of the other phones in regards to heat issues and in regards to, battery issues, then it's the way to go, I think. Again, in regards to I don't think the weight will be that big of an issue overall. So, and of course, recording of calls like the LGV20, where I had installed an application where you could record calls. Now, as far as I know, it was actually a standard feature of Android in the past, which Google removed as they, and then people made applications. And then Google began to attack these applications and then, make the system that it couldn't do these things. Android, I think they started with, Android 9 was the, but they already began before Android 9. It's just, you can see these bullshit moves, that they're doing. And it's not illegal to have a copy of a call, and yet, they remove the feature. It's like the authorities, they're okay for them to have calls in regards of, but we're not allowed to have any calls. Okay, I think one of the guys just gave me a link for one of the places where you can download. New update is available for 8849 March 27. Solve the problem of no display after restarting the phone in bedtime. Solve the problem of the main camera with flicker in dark environments. Solve the problem of dark macro. Solve the problem of probabilistic echo in freehand calls after restarting. Solve the problem that the speaker makes noises in dialing. Oh yeah, that was some problems in regards to the radio thing. I wonder in regards to what now I have boosted the sound, right? So maybe we should actually try the radio thing. I think I boosted I just let the boost stand on, right? Let's see. Oh, see here. Sound and sound enhancement. No, actually, let's just put that on. There we go. Sound enhancement. Oh, I can always take it off again, But yeah, that's pretty nice. So it's not even boosted to the to the point where they actually. It's like I'm not so sure they should default it by actually having it off, because if anyone have an issue, because it doesn't show them the full capability of then the music or the speaker. So I think it might actually be one of the features that should actually be turned on. And then if the user thinks it's too much, they can always turn it off. But anyway, that's something to further investigate, of course. But anyway, let's see here. Let's put in this little thing. Now it's just a little weird because I have two different headphones, and one works with one Android mobile, and one works with the other mobile. And it's the same plug kind. It should work on both. But the radio apparently works on one with one and the other with one of them has like a microphone in it. The other one here that I put in doesn't have a microphone, and apparently it works with the tank tree works with the one that doesn't have a microphone in it. So let's see if we can actually find a radio station. Let's put this up here maybe so we get a little. Let's see here. Maybe. Oh, there we go. There we go. But of course, installing the newest version, Android 14, might give some different results, right? So it's maybe I need to. Oh, there we go. As you can hear, it makes. But if you turn it down, the sound sounds like there's no problem with the sound at all. It sounds very nice. But if you turn it up, it begins to scratch like the connection or the antenna is not good enough. So I do wonder if this is like an energy issue or something like that. Sending energy to the speaker instead of the antenna. I don't know. It's just weird because I'm not touching the antenna. So if we have like the antenna here, right here, and you can hear the radio station is playing without any scratching. Well, there's a little scratching, but it becomes much worse, as you can hear. That's a problem there. So it sounds normal here. Like a little scratching, but not too much. It's just weird, because I'm not moving I'm just fixing the. So there seems to be a problem with that. I don't know if it's the application or, but again, it might have been fixed in the newer version. And also in the if you push it to the earphones, you don't have that issue either. The last time I checked, you can just listen to it and you can fix it up to the maximum without any issue. But with the speaker, it gets this issue. It's just weird. Let's see here what we have actually. Radio stations. Let's refresh. So yeah, but big phone, yeah, big phone. I still do wonder in regards of these. Usually it would be pushed a little to them, but maybe there's some other. Of course, there's the turnaround over here. I wonder if there's might be something over here that can come forward. So maybe that's why they have kind of made it a little closer. It's not a big, It's still, still pretty good, right? And still push it without any Of course, they don't usually have these on. They use the other kind of way, but I'm like, I kind of like the old way of doing the things and all that. I don't have a, and again, you have this long screen, so even if you have this on, it doesn't take, it's just like huge, elongated mobiles these days. Um, that they went away from the standard movie size screen. I could understand if they had made it a little bigger, so you could still actually have the menu buttons and still had the standard movie screen and all that. But yeah, but anyway, they went totally ballistic on the. So what's the channel list? Is that we don't have any more channels apparently? Okay, that didn't really do much. Radio stations, this one. So we have this one, and
for selvoptagethed, hvor man forestiller sig, at verdens fremtid afhænger af de individuelle valg, man selv tager. Sådan er det naturligvis ikke, og klimaet får det ikke bedre af, at der bliver født færre danske børn.
So I guess that's apparently...
Fra hensyn til planetens ve og vel. Kan du ikke lige forklare det?
Jamen det er fordi, at klimapolitik handler jo om nogle meget store kræfter, nogle meget store politiske beslutninger, og der er det i sidste ende ganske og aldeles ligegyldigt, om den enkelte får et barn, mere eller mindre. Så det der med, at man selv...
Oh well. So we are down on 81% in regards of battery at the moment. Now again, if you want to suck the mobile drive, the quickest way, you will need to go with the projector. The projector is using a lot of battery. Again, how long you could actually run the projector on a full charge, I don't know. I would think that you could probably run it for 6 or 8 hours, but I don't know. You can run it for a long time for sure in regards to the projector and sound and all that. It would be interesting to just have a full charge, start it up, and have a count in regards to how many hours it actually takes it to deplete it. But it can go for a long time for sure. Maybe I could, also turn on the. No, I couldn't do that, could I? I can't remember. Let's see here. Let's try to use the cam line. Although the big cam line you can only turn on for a specific time or something like that. I'm not sure how long it actually takes before it actually stops. Then you can have the half bright or the slightly bright on, but the full bright is only for, and then it needs to have a break or something like that. Not sure how much it actually costs in regards of battery, but of course it is using something. So you could have that on. You could have the projector on, and I guess I can't go into the cam. Although maybe I can do like this actually. Let's see if it actually keeps on. Oh yeah, I can actually do this. So and now I'm having full blast on the back, the light. There's some light going on. I guess, can we turn it around and you can see the blast, right? The blast is right there. Oh, and then it turned it down apparently, but it's still on. So apparently it gave it full blast and then it turned it down to a lower setting. Okay, yeah, okay. And we have the camera on here. And we have the projector on as well. So now if I actually go into so that should, and we're streaming as well. So, wait a minute. I actually have this fan running for my own sake, but I guess that might actually also be hitting the phone, and we don't want that, right? We want some worst case scenarios. Then we're going in here, and we're going to fan cooling, clean water clamping. Yeah, blah, blah. Hopefully it won't come up with that nonsense all the time. I hate pop-ups. If there's anything I hate, it's pop-ups and the clicking game, Anyway, it's probably going to... This extremely bright mode cannot be turned on repeatedly within 10 minutes. So I guess at the moment it's just running half bright, and then it's awaiting, and then you can fix it again for a short burst, I guess. I don't know how a minute, 30 seconds, I don't know. But anyway, it can still run half and all that. It's a little like my standard pan lamps and all that also could do like a turbo mode, So it's a little like the turbo mode of the, so yeah. Yeah, so we have camera, light, and projector on, and streaming at the same time. Do we have anything else we could do? We could also, there's application where you can actually talk to the CPU as well, that you could run it, like whatever. But, it looks like it's keeping pretty, things pretty good together. Oh yeah, let's see if we can find the I think this is nonsense. Instead of just being able to find the thing that you want, you need to go to. It's like, I just give me a break, I would really, okay. I guess this is in regards to the battery, so it's not really in regards to the CPU. I don't know where we can find in regards to the CPU. Telephoto. There should be some CPU. Did it turn? No, it's still turned on. Okay. See here. Oh. 2 light flash, vibrator, backlit key, smart. I don't see anything in regards to the CPU in itself, but there should be some heating. If you install an application, there should be some data on that as well. We have some data on the fan. Oh, observe the operation of the fan. So what's that? 100. Oh, it's just in regards to where we have it. Okay. Camping lamp. Is there something? Camping lamp test. Don't look directly at me. Half bright. Quarter bright. Explosion flash. SOS. Yeah. That's all worked pretty much. Yeah. Pass. Projector. Red, blue. Light. What is? Oh, that's the red, blue light. Yeah. Okay. Like the. Yeah. Pass. Telephoto camera. But do wonder because there should be in regards to the CPU as well, in regards to the minimum temperature, the maximum. That's in regards to the battery. The battery seems to be keeping pretty steady. Like I remember my LG V20, and when I bought a bigger battery, the battery actually helped it to stay at a specific temperature. That was actually pretty nice. But then I guess Android just went totally ballistic on furthering doing things in the background, so the phone actually ends up overheating very easily. LTV20 is the best system that can run on that is Android 7. So, oh no, I wanted to. So gravity calibration, aging test. What is aging test? No, this doesn't matter. Off information. Touch panel, smart LCD, backlit key, 2 flash power slow charge. What is that? I still have some. So loudspeaker, receiver, microphone 2. Well, that's interesting. You can actually test the microphone. I haven't made a call with this phone yet. Please block out earphones. Oh, just whatever. Are you happy now? I guess anything fake, I can always check that. But I still don't see anything in regards to the CPU, in regards to how hot it is and all that. But yeah, okay. So 79% since I charged it. So, but apparently I found out, the thing is, sometimes you need to, in regards to the USB-Cs and all that, sometimes you need to turn them around to actually make them work and this and that. It's a nutty world we live in. So sometimes you have different cables which might actually just, if you turn it around or something like that in regards to the cable, even if it's a USB-C and all that, sometimes something will just make it work if just by just turning it upside down. And also these testers, they have like 3 settings as well. And apparently the setting that I actually had put both of these testers on apparently had some issues with this mobile in regards to charging it to the, apparently it had to be on PD on. Apparently I couldn't have eMark on it, or maybe with another cable. I'm not sure if eMark takes it from the cable in regards to the speed, but I guess if you put it on PD off, it shouldn't be charging it very quickly. Sadly, I can't. The USB-C thing is like, on the mobile, it's a little in there, so you can't just plug this directly up into it. I think no, but that's because of. They could have made it a little longer. It would have been nice if they actually made it a little longer in regards of actually easier getting, because a lot of mobiles you have this where it would have been nice if they had made it a little longer at the end, so you could actually actually just a little just a little, of course you can buy these extensions which I actually do have, but then you have another kind of thing attached to it which might make issues and all that. The more things you put on something, the greater the risk of an issue, right? So anyway, I guess let's try to see what happens if I actually put this over here. It's nice to see a mobile with actually a charger with it, that's nice. So you don't need to buy these multiple different chargers to find out what is actually working with it and what is the best, because again, you have all these different chargers of today, and they might, they work differently. Some work better with some units and some works better with other units, and it's just how it is. It's very annoying, but let's see how much it actually. Oh, no. That's not what we wanted. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. I'll try again, see if apparently turned on in regards to this mode. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Close. That's not what we want. There we go. Not sure why it did that. Typical. There we go. Try again. Put that over there. Put this over here. And let's get that in here. But it shouldn't be able to really do much. Let's see how much it charges. 5 watts, 1 watt. 26 watts. Okay. And then goes down to 7 watts. 7.6. Oh yeah, actually, it could be interesting to actually try to charge it while at the same time. Okay, let's actually try that and just see if we can heat it up. Although it's 78%, so I'm not sure how much it actually will do. In regards to maximum, because it's pretty much already nearly. Okay, let's try. See what we get here. Should be able to do full charging capacity in regards to this. Or maybe we have. Now it goes to 26. Okay. And then it goes down. So maybe there's some. Yeah, I would need to get it down to 50% or something like that. But again, maybe it is kind of, struggling with all the things that I'm doing. Oh, wait, the light thing apparently turned off. And now you can feel that it's kind of getting hot, Let's get the light thing turned on again. Just totally Let's give it a full speed turn on, full bright thing, and again, it's probably going to run for. See if we can actually see that its light is. It's probably going to run for, I guess 30 seconds, maybe a minute or something like that. We can have a look around on my disgusting workplace in some sense, and you can see that I have. This is, of course, the light is on, so it's a little hard to see, but this is plugged in. And wow, the mobile is getting hot, with all the things, the light and all that. And here we have some of the, it's a mess. It's kind of a messy thing, and books and all that, but it is what it is. And I don't have that much room, and I've been moving around, and really hate this place, really. But anyway, it is what it is. This wicked world, there's so many things going on, and that's my sleeping place on the floor, and that's where I put my projector thing and all that. So you just turn the projector in the direction of that wall, and that's where I kind of did that. That was kind of perfect for the projector, just putting it on the table here, right here, just right here, and then just shooting over to the wall. It's pretty good. Okay, so let's see what we have. It's still 11 watts, 12 watts at the moment, 5 volts and all that. Not too much. Anyway. Oops, what did I do? Oh, shutting down the projector. Oh my. Oh well. But yeah, we still have not seen any camera warnings, but the phone is surely lukewarm in regards of things for sure. It could have been interesting to see the CPU actually, and not just the battery level of heat, Let's turn that on again, and let's get the. Yeah, it is producing a good amount of heat, Anyway, let's take the charging out of it and see if we can get it down to less, so we can. Okay, why did it? There we go. Like what application do we have for? Maybe we can. Android CPU monitor temperature. Let's see here. Oh, this one, CPU monitor. Of course, I'm not connected to. Okay, CPU. Just give me something that I can download without logging in. CPU master core temp. Download CPU latest. Yeah, whatever. Let's just do whatever. Going to factory reset it anyway. Download temperature. And whatever. Download. Let's just try to see if we can get. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Google is harmful. Okay. Settings. Yeah. There we go. Uh-oh. No, I lost it. Well, I guess it's in download. Yeah. It's happy mode. No, that doesn't sound right. I'll delete this one. That's not what we. I know there's some of these portals, but I can't remember what they're called. Just give me something just quickly, you know. Yeah, whatever. Let's just download it. Just get on with it. Like, why is it so hard to find standard websites where you actually just did like the good old days, you know, just download it without getting all kind of nonsense in your face and all that, you know? Would have been nice. Why is it downloading something else? It's downloading app tutorial instead of the application. Give me a break. Just give me the APK file of it. Do I actually have anything in my... I should actually have all my files fixed in regards of, you know, it would have been nice to just have all the things. Let's see, installer, Phoenix. No. Maybe I actually have... Like this was how it was in the old days, where you just had Maestro in the folder on Android, and you went into it and you had all your data right in here. You know, whatever file you made in the application, it just was, you know, it was working without any issue. It was wonderful, and then all of a sudden the program began to change it. Apparently because Google had forced him to do it differently. And then Google goes on with the clicking nonsense, and all of a sudden they just, you know, jail your data, you know. Absolutely sickening. Absolutely an evil company of absolute... Now we have some LG backups, so interesting. I don't know what, you know, but... Well, I'm getting hot sitting here for sure without the fan on, you know. The mobile is also getting hot, you know, you can feel it for sure. But it's not giving me any warnings in regards of heat, you know, so it seems to be doing good. So on those levels, see, yeah, and if we turn on the camera, it stops the. So apparently that's not possible to have on while you actually. Maybe you can have the other light on, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so far so good. So now I'll project the temperature. Oh, the projection temperature is too high. Please turn off the protection. Do you want to turn off the protection? Oh, the protection temperature is too high. Please turn off the protection. Do you want to turn off the protection now? So it's 59 degrees. Cancel. Okay, so we actually did get a heat warning, I guess, in regards to the projector. So the projector did seem to actually get into a mode where it actually is unsatisfied. Although it's still on, but anyway, okay, let's turn it off. So we actually did get a warning, but the warning was from the projector. Now I did also have, you know, I had the, you know, the light on and all that, and you can feel like the mobile is getting hot. Now let's go into, while it's hot and all that, we can go into the fan thing here and turn that on and have it running on 5. And still have the project. Isn't actually okay? Yeah, it is. It is hot air that is coming out from the fan for sure. This little fan. So yeah. So let's just have that turned on, and we can also, like, if you have it on 2, you can still feel that hot air is coming out, but you can't really hear it. On number 3, you can hear the fan, but number 2, The 2 is very silent, but yeah, 2 is 1 is not, it's not 2 is like, I think 2 is a pretty good, if you don't want to hear it, it's hard to hear number 3 as well, at least if you don't put your ear up to it. But if you put your ear up to it, you can hear number 3. Number 5 you can absolutely hear. Number 4 is actually, yeah, number 4 is actually kind of, yeah, well, of course it's getting up there, and then you have number 5, that's the worst in regards of noise. But overall, it's it's not too bad. It does have a little high note on it that might not be so. Actually, do we actually have a? I don't have an application, do I? If I had an application, I could. Well, maybe on one of the other. Oh, wait, let's see here. Let's try. I have another mobile which I might have an application turned. See here. I know. See here. See if. Yeah, we're actually at around 4,800 hertz in regards to the sound. Around, it took 3,000 to 4,000. Let's try again here. See if I can get it to catch it again. Yeah, 4,800. That's a very, very high note on the fan, a very squeaky sound and all that. Anyway. But yeah, so we did actually have it, complain about in regards to the projector getting too hot, apparently. But of course, how many times do you actually have the, have the light and turned on as well? But overall, did pretty good, for sure. And of course, if you're recording, you would usually not have you wouldn't usually have the projector turned on if you're recording, it's kind of all the other way around, because if you're using the projector, you're usually seeing a movie, right? But I guess you could maybe, you could sit but if you're seeing something, you probably would have sound on and all that. So yeah, anyway, but we actually did get a warning, from the projector itself. So, and I guess we might have gotten one earlier. I'm not entirely sure if that might have been one earlier in regards of when we closed it down. But at least we got one, Well, at least it's not like, but we're just trying out how far we could get it, right? But besides that, it's turned off in regards to that, and we don't have any light turns on. We're still recording. We're still live streaming. So it hasn't closed down the mobile. It hasn't really gone in. But yeah, it is. You can feel that the unit is lukewarm for sure. Even if I still have the fan running in it. But we have been running it for a good amount of time as well. Now, of course, if you are outside, it's a pretty hot day today, and it's pretty hot inside here. So if you actually were like, I had the fan here that I had on, earlier, and I'm already getting pretty hot. I kind of want to turn it on again. So yeah, it is a hot day, and of course, taking that into account, a summer day and all that. Yeah. guess I will have that turned on, I think. Let's try this one. I think we'll keep that on in regards to the sound enhancement. I think that is actually not too bad to have a little more loudness. Let's see here. I guess. It's pretty good in regards to turn it a little down. There's a good amount of volume for sure. Let's just turn that off. Anyway, I think it went pretty good. Although we did get a warning in regards to the apparently the. It did take some time to get, although I'm not sure if it actually came a little earlier in regards to the warning of it. But just to remember, it is a pretty hot day, well, it's still at the end of the summer and all that, and I kind of would like to have the fan going as well, and it's turned off at the moment. But yeah, it did pretty good, and it turned on the light and, the projector and all that. So, apparently it must have reached 60 or 59 degrees or whatever in regards to the projector. But yeah, it is what it is, But of course, this was also like pushing it to, kind of a maximum, trying to actually get it to get to that specific place. Now, of course, if the fan actually dies, you might have a problem in regards of the projector, the rest of the phone would probably work without the fan, I guess. But the projector would have some issues, I think, without the fan. Yeah. It is cooling down a little again in regards to the phone. But it did get to become a pretty lukewarm, what do you call it, phone to have in your hands with the projector. But, the projector was running for a long time, and I was doing the light conditions as well, which also do produce a good amount of heat. So, of course, you would probably not use the light. Of course, if you're outside, that would also have some wind and all that might help the mobile as well. I'm inside where there's no wind and all that, so. Anyway, I guess this is, I don't know really what to do from here on. I would like to install Android 14 and just check. Yeah, I think that's the. But I guess if I install it in the manual way, I won't be able to update. Although, I would need to, then automatically manually update it. I guess that's okay as well. Doesn't seem like they're making that many updates anyway, which I don't have a problem with as long as the system works. I don't need all these updates. Usually just a hassle, like one update after another. It's like this phone, like the Samsung, is like coming up with 2 updates every single month. It's like one update for security and another update for the whatever system. And it kind of gets a little tedious. We could try to see. Let's see if I turn it on. Nah. Wow, it's it's like it's like when you have the phone. It's like, wow, that feels like a lot lighter. It's like it feels like you're not even having a phone in your hand at this point. Okay. But yeah, okay, let's see here. Do we have like, oh yeah, that's up there, okay. Like all these different new ways of doing the interface again and again and again and again. It's tedious. Okay, let's see here. We should let's see if there's any updates for this mobile, the Samsung here. It's like kind of weird in my brain because it's nearly like not having a phone in your hand. I'm like, where's the weight? It's just totally weird, sitting with it, and it's like I don't have anything in my hands. I don't feel the it's just that's a kind of weird experience. Okay. Let's see if there's any new updates for the Samsung phone. No, okay, it's just up to date apparently. But it's like every single month you just have updates. So let's turn this off here. And again, why would they just all of a sudden, fix your data in and then keep them hostage? That's just disgusting. Okay, anyway, I can talk about it over and over and over again, and it won't really do anything. I should complain less and just do the things, Okay. So I'm just looking for they wrote me back in regards of 8849. In regards to the updating. Okay, in regards of there actually some routing things. Yeah, that's not the. Okay, this no. It's the. There we go. For upgrading, we recommend backing up, and that doesn't really matter in regards to backup. Because everything is lost anyway. Oh, here we go. Please download the zip compressed package. Yeah, so this is probably the place where where you can find multiple of the systems. I was thinking of actually, but I didn't have the mobile and all that, but maybe I should have looked further into it. Why is it not opening up in the... You gotta be kidding me. Come on, all this technology nonsense. You push on the link and it opens up in the same place. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, here we go. That's where you have the Tank 3 Pro. Maybe this is the official place where they actually put these things. Like phone upgrade from SD in recovery mode, phone upgrade from internal storage in normal, phone upgrade from internal in an important notice and all that. I was looking into that, before I got the phone. But I was like, okay, I don't have the phone yet, so let's just wait for it. Anyway, let's push the Tank Like here we have like the non-EEA. What is a non-EEA? You know, is there some kind of rubbish in regards of a non-EEA? I wonder what's the non-EEA is. You know, what is non-EEA? It's probably some kind of European bullshit. You know, I'm not sure. I need to find that out. So in regards to the non-EEA, you actually have Android 14. Okay. Latest is from 15 July. Okay. It's last month, which apparently is a non-EEA. Okay. And the other one is older. That's from some 17 April. That's a little long. No, that's a little older. Okay. So I guess this might be Android 13 because this is Android 14. Yeah, so that probably is 13 and this is 14. Although they don't really say it's Android 13, but probably is. But yeah, what is the non-EEA? You know, is it some kind of security bullshit? If it's some kind of security bullshit, of course we don't want it, right? It's like might be some European, you know, nonsense. Anyway, let's just download this one, and then it scans it for virus. It's like, yeah, who cares? You know, then it says like we can't scan because it's too big. Blah blah. Yeah, just download it. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's just download that just to, and then we have the European Union EEA. So we have the non-EEA is that? Oh, that may be the European. I don't know. And let's push the European Union here. And then we have you know, where it might very much be the Android 13, this one. And then we have the one that is Android. This is like the EEA OTA. But it's like, what is the difference between one or the other, you know? Maybe there's some information on that I didn't. It's like all these question marks, right? Probably here. Go setting, blah, blah. We don't need to back up anything. Like the upgrade may take more than an hour. Doesn't matter. Please follow steps. Download the file. Please download the zip compressed package from the link below and copy it directly to the external storage of your phone. Any directory on the phone storage will do. Okay. Perform the OTA upgrade. Follow the steps outlined in the guide document linked below. The upgrade process can run in the background and may take several hours to complete. If you encounter any issues during the upgrade or have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Oh yeah, we are ready for reaching out in regards of what the difference is in regards of. Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's like it seems like a company that actually do somewhat care, you know, and that's nice, you know, that actually do have some support as well. I really hope this is the way to go, because if they do, you know, we're going to give the company a thumbs up, and absolutely, if they're doing some really, really good stuff, we want to, you know, we want to raise them up for other people to know about them. Because I'm sick and tired of all these disgusting companies out there that just, you know, so maybe we've finally found something that actually tend to have some sanity. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is like important notice. Please check your build number first. Menu settings, about phone, build number. Yeah, let's do that. But I think I already have done that. But let's just do it anyway. So we have the, you know, okay. Yeah, here, like when you have this phone in your hands, it's like, yeah, I have something in my hands, right? It's like you can feel that's like, yeah, we have the phone in the hand. Settings and about phone. That's also my device. I guess about phone here. Then we go build number, build number, build number. Where's build number? There we go. Oh, it's like, okay. So Tang 3 EEA. So we have the EEA 2023. For the EEA, what is the EEA? I'm saying European Union EEA is a version for the European Union because European Union phones need to comply with the GDPR standard. Oh, so what happens if I actually take a non-EU region? What happens? Does it break? What is this GDPR standard? Let's see if we can actually, what is they actually had the information as well, like pretty much the new data protection law. So what does that change in regards to the like again, the European Union are just full of bullshit. They use, privacy and security and whatnot to actually, do us in. But I would like to know what the difference is. Just give me a sum up in regards of it, in regards to what is the DPR in simple terms. Came into effect 2018. There's probably some more censorship or something like that, some evil nonsense. There was also the European Union that ended up that we had the clicking game over the internet, So not entirely sure what actually. So the European Union EEA is a version for the European Union because European Union phones need to comply with the GDPR standard. For non-EU regions, please select non-EEA build number XXX. All in all, you need to check menu settings, about phone build number to confirm which folder version you need to upgrade. But yeah, the thing is, if I update to a non-EEA version, would it break it? What happens if that's, is it just because if you do it, it's like, well, they need to this and that. So if you do it, does it really change anything, right? Because can they actually check if you actually install a non-EU thing? It's just, I wouldn't mind giving the long middle finger to the EU. So if it doesn't change anything, just and again, what changes from one version to another, in regards to this? There's probably some rubbish that we have in regards of one version. If it doesn't make the phone not work, it's just yeah, maybe I should write to them in regards to this. I got the phone. Okay, so we like. Well, I guess I could try to install the non-EU version. I guess I can maybe I don't know. Like, what would it even do if I? Anyway, let's see. Okay, let's download the other. I guess we can download the whole. Can we just download the whole folder? Pretty much download the whole folder. Tank 3 Pro. Let's just download the whole folder if that's possible. No, apparently it doesn't seem to do much when I do it. Oh, it's zipping the whole file. Okay, so it's fixing the file. So Titan Slim, Titan Pocket, no, Titan TikTok E, TikTok, Tank 3 Pro, Tank 3, Tank Mini, Tank 3S, and I guess there's also two versions on that. Let's try to point out like non-EEA and European EEA. But again, if I do a non-EU version, and what is actually the difference in regards of what is in one version that is not in the other version? What changes are there from one version to another version? That's what I want to know, because I don't care about the European Union. I don't care if I break the law of the European Union. They can give my long middle finger. Like, give me a break. Oh, it needs to comply to the European Union. Can you see my long middle finger? Yeah, that's a nice high. You don't trust. We don't trust these criminals. They're all criminals. Like one gigantic rat nest. Of absolute evil people that just tries to do whatever they can to to ruin the people's freedom. Okay, so now we're just making one big zip file with all the files. That's, apparently we're in the waiting game, because it shouldn't just be easy to actually do it without, So yeah, so there's two different versions apparently. I would still like to know what the difference really is, What are we losing with the European Union in regards to this version that needs to comply with this EU thing, Interrupt the disk full. Oh no. Download multiple files. Yeah, because it's not asking where it would like to download it, so it just downloads to the system instead of actually asking me to where I'd want to download it, so I could actually pinpoint it to a place where there's actually room. I need to put the hard drive in the laptop as well, so I get some more room for the laptop. I need to do that at some point. Okay, so let's see. Tank EEA 2023. Can we just like right click and say like, oh, let's see here. Ask in regards to downloads history. So, in the old days, you could right click on something and you like, let's see, download. Ask me where I want to have it downloaded. Okay, where is it? Download files. Come on, find it. All these option nonsense, download. Download, show pop-up clipboard and recent downloads when uploading files. So I just want to ask where to save the file before downloading. Oh yeah, what an idea, right? Like in the good old days, Well, okay, where you right click, save as on this, right? Anyway, we'll try again to get those files. Download. So it zips one file, I guess. Okay. Again, we'll try again to see if we can. And then we'll download it and get on going with that, and we'll further read on some of the introductions. Phone upgrade from internal storage, phone upgrade from internal storage, and phone upgrade from the SD card. Yeah, I guess we'll just move it over to the SD card from the computer and then upgrade it from there, and wait for it in regards of an hour. Then we reset the mobile and we'll see if we can actually still access the app data. If that's not possible, I will need to either downgrade, if that's possible with this way of, we'll see what. Phone upgrade from the SD card in recovery mode, phone upgrade from the internal storage, phone upgrade. I don't know if you actually open the bootloader, if that actually allows you to get access to your data, or if you still need to do something in regards to routing to actually do it. I'll see. It's going to take a little time for it to zip the file, and I guess send it to me so I can actually tell it to save it a place where you actually have room. Okay, I guess I have, let's see here, don't have that much space on the system. So, but yeah, that was another thing I need to close. So we have some in the trash. We can empty the trash at least. We get a little space from that. But I need to fix another hard drive. I do have an old hard drive, 2 terabyte, although not a, but just a standard old hard drive, and there's room in the laptop for it. So I just need to put it in there. And then I have 2 terabyte of more space. That would be pretty nice. Because clearly I have space issues all the time. Of course, you could also fix a bigger, but it's I thought I could actually like have an SD card or micro SD card and just have it like to the side note and all that. But there's some problems if you if you fix something to these specific things and restart the computer and all that, then you have problems. If you're at least downloading things, with some applications, it's not. Of course, you could maybe do like. The problem is, the micro SD cards are not the most safest solution for data. USB keys are usually a little more safe than these micro SD. If you take like a micro SD card out of while it's running and all that, you might lose some data. You can still pretty much, the standard USB usually keeps the data. But yeah, the micro SD, if you're not careful, it corrupts, and then you need to like fix the corruption and all that, and yeah, incredible that there hasn't been better sorting of that. Okay, anyway, so we're going to download these new versions, and I guess install the newest version. And we'll see what issues I run into, if I can still, if I can access my data or not, and if I can't do. Okay, so where's the download file of this from Google? Download block? No. Maybe maybe I can actually just do this from my. Do you think I would need to see a gap? Let's put it on gap. Gap, and I should be. There we go. Okay, so let's just do it from gap. See here. Plus, right? And it's just gap.com/JesusGod. The question is, what is my account actually called? Okay. Maybe I need to put it in big capital letters as well. Okay, let's see if that works. There we go. Could not find any Google account existing application. Who cares? I just want to log. Are you really telling me that I can't go to that because I'm not logged in on any? There we go. You gotta be kidding me. So we'll see here if we can. How do I download that? We have the. Can I just kind of just download the whole thing? Come on. Can we like you're telling me there's no way to actually just say, hey, down, like on the computer, sort of help send feedback. I just want to download it. Download the whole thing. So anyway, we have the important things here in regards of this EU nonsense and all that, which I still don't know what. Oh my. Why does not just work? Like I hate this browser as well. Can we? Oh well, anyway. Come on. Like really, what? Seriously, what happens if I install a non-EE European version? Because they must have put things in the European version that is kind of, full of, some madness that they wouldn't have usually in it, right? And the question is, what does it do? Well, I guess I'll just have to download, one by one or something. Oh, wait. Okay, let's go back to Gap. I'm just thinking, like, does it really, if I install the non-EEU version, does it actually still work? I was like, let's just do it. It's like, what can happen? Oh, we need to do this copy apparently instead of just working out of the, Just a little tired of technology these days. There we go. We'll just turn around here. Can we turn it? Oh, we need to push over here for it to turn around. Didn't really. Did it turn around? No. Turn around. There we go. So Tang Tree, European EEA, none. Let's see what do we have here. Yeah, let's just go in there. And Android 14. Let's just take that. Let's try that. Download. Yeah, download anyway. It's like the clicking game. Come on, just download the file, So see notifications for download status. I do wonder if then, in regards to the other files, this one would be this is Android 14. This would be Android 13. Download and download. I'll just download all the files and we'll sort them out myself, I guess. So it makes sense. Then we have the European Union version. So there's only 4 files, so it shouldn't be that. Download anyway. Like, oh, it's the mobile phone that is of course making a little noise in regards of the fans. Okay. And we should, just by the name, we should pretty much see what, in regards to these 4 files, like 25 minutes around for all of them. You have 2.55, 2.45, 2.45, and 2.55. And one of them should be EEA, and the other one apparently is like a TEE, which must stand for something, So 2024-07. So one of them should be, Android 13, the last version of Android 13. Probably the one that I have installed, which we could actually just check, actually. So, and of course, I should be able to recover the phone if it crashes or anything like that by, maybe another way. I'm not sure if you're actually able to downgrade with this, how they, usually you're not allowed to downgrade, although there usually is a ways around it. But custom build Tank E 2023. Okay, so that should be an European version here. And it should be, okay, the version they have is actually from 2024, 04/18/15. So I guess that probably would be still Android 13. Now we could actually install that first and actually check it out. But that's actually from 2024, 04/18/15. So the version that is actually installed on this, in regards to the build number, is actually not found on their server or on this place. I wonder if one can actually, because it might be nice to have the original, but let's see here. Tank Tree. Where's that website that I had in regards to this? Where did I have the information? I have a folder in regards to different things. What was that website? I used it for. No, that's a website. Why do I actually have this information in regards to the mobile phones? I can't remember. Oh, it's probably, is it? Did I put it over on the other one? I might have. Let's try to see. There should be some links as well in regards of different systems and all that. Okay, let's see what we have. There we go. And we should have something in regards to Android. LG V20 stuff should also have some of the other. We have Sailfish OS. That's the Sailfish stuff. We have the Note 2. Probably should trash that as well. Didn't we have something in regards to the Samsung as well? Maybe I haven't looked into much in regards to the Samsung. Oh my, we have the website for the, let's see, a LG firmware model list, but it should also be like another website where oh well, anyway, let's see what we have. LG mobile device catalogs. In regards to fan club, but that's only for LG phones, okay. I thought I had a website where you could actually... okay. Well, whatever. But yeah, seems to be... But this version also seemed to be like an updated version of that in regards, if we go into my devices, it's actually 2023-11-10, but it's like 2024-06. Maybe that's actually is the same as the one that we... okay, let's see here. Now this one is called 2024-04-18-15. So the one that is installed seems to be newer in regards of, at least in regards of the, but in regards of how it all fits together, that's a good question, you know. Okay. Okay, I don't know how, you know, it's always a thing to use the brain, and let's just fix the information gap, you know, so I just have it. EEA. Well, that's a tank 3 underscore EEA 2023-11-10, and then we have the rest of the information 2014 06 19 16 34, which I don't know in regards to the number and all that. Usually things mean something. Okay, so we're still downloading, I guess, 8-9 gigabyte, maybe 10 gigabyte in regards of these different, and I'm just still thinking in regards of, you know, it might be an EEA version, but I'm just thinking, like, would there be any problem of not installing an EEA version, you know? Would I get into any problems? I wonder. So that's but yeah, so this one, that should be the, I guess that should be it's like, you know, what do we want to do, right? Do we want to try first one? You know, this should be, I would think this would be Android 13, but that actually might be an older version than what I actually already have installed. Then you have Android 14. The non-EEA version. Okay. Maybe I should actually just... Hey, Dino. So I'm looking into in regards of updating my phone and all that, and you talked about these EU thing and all that, which I kind of didn't really... but yeah, I can see the point where you're talking about this. You have important notice in regards to the Google.com in regards of, you know, a non-EU version and you know, an EU version which goes with it. And I'm like, what is the difference actually between the two, you know? And I'm like, hey, if I install a non-EU version, would anything actually happen, you know? Because I just do wonder in regards to what is the difference between the two, you know? Because if there's something in the EU version that is blocked or something like that, you know, I'll just give the middle finger to EU. I don't care if I break the law in regards to the EU. So if the non-EU version works without any issues, I'll just go with that. Oh, I don't know how far I actually came in regards. It's only 1 minute. But yeah, he's right, you know, in regards to this thing, in regards to the EU, a non-EU version and an EU version. Anyway, I guess the only thing, you know, I'll just write back to, okay, hi. 849. Oh, okay. Awesome. What is the difference in the EU version compared to the non-EU version? I'm like, if there's and if I install the non-EU version, would it make it not fun? Would it do anything else than to just give the long middle finger to EU? I wonder if functionality is really hurt by this. I do the well, I guess I'm then. I wonder if functionality is really hurt by this at all. I'm not sure how to actually ask the question. What is the difference in the EU version compared to the non-EU version? And if I install the non-EU version on top of this, instead in replacement placement of the EU version, would it do anything else than to just give the long middle finger to EU? But really, what is the difference between the two? Like there clearly must be something, Yeah, let's send it to them and see what they reply. In any case, we are downloading. It would have been nice to just kind of have the standard. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see here. What do we have? So pretty much wrote out this version in regards to the EEA. So that's the European version. But again, if I install the non-European version, it's I don't see why it shouldn't work. And that's the thing. What is the difference? What do they like? Is there something not working in the European version because of the European standards and all that? Good. Anyway, how far are we in the download? Let's see here, details. Oh well, still downloading. So see, let's see, 2.5 gigabyte, 2.5 gig. That's 5. Okay, 10 gigabyte. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just using out of our storage. I guess. Well, I'm just going to pee. Be right back. Guess we're using a lot of data at the moment. Well, maybe the company has made it so easy to actually install different. Maybe you can just totally. But I guess maybe in regards to that would be upgrading it, wouldn't it? In regards of if you actually. But it would have been nice if they actually just made that you can actually downgrade as well. I guess we'll have to check. Oh, we can check the PDFs, I guess. So we'll sort out in regards to the EU nonsense and see that. But, I wonder if this... Let's see here what we have. Yes, follow the EU. Usually, EU is full of bullshit, So, I don't trust them anyway. think we should. I think Denmark should get out of EU, even if we get something, even if there might be some lollipop or whatever, I just say, please check your build number first. Menu settings about build number, important notice. And why is it important? Like, tell me, like, if I install the non-EU version, can I then still, use the phone? Why is it important? No, it's just European Union EEA is a version for the European Union because European Union phones needs to comply with the GPR standard or GDPR standard. Yeah, but what is that GPR? Are they like, okay, so I need to read 100 pages on some kind of GP, whatever. Tell me that their build number, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. For non-EU regions, please select non-EEA build number. All in all, you need to check menu settings, about phone build number to confirm which folder version you need to upgrade. But maybe I don't want to have the EU version, Yeah, again, I just like what things are like, for example, in regards of recording calls, is a difference between one version or another, if I can't record calls because of the European bullshit or something like that, I really would like to have the other version instead. Anyway, I hate this browser. I need to get the other browser, but I guess I could install it, right? Let's just install the other wonderful browser. So, although it might, of course, it will be undeleted. Thinking, tool commander. There we go. This wonderful, nice application of Total Commander. Love it. Of course, Google tried to ruin that as well. So, but anyway, so if you download the Total Commander from Android or Play Store, it won't be able to. There's some things it won't be able to do because of Google. It's not because the programmers are doing anything. It's because Google is making nonsense. Google is stupid. Google is evil. Google is diabolical. Yeah. Let's open that up. Hello. There we go. That's a much better browser, although it's old. At least I can figure out in regards of how it works. There we go. Paste. There we go. That is my browser. Instead of all these new, they change the interface all the time and make, lots of other rubbish, and instead of just, Anyway, I guess we need to make the files move over to the SIM card as well, because if we might lose the. So let's get back to the. So it would be nice if they actually made so you could actually have more icons down here. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, it's still downloading. We're going over here on the other one, and we're going in here. So when it's finished downloading, we'll just move those files over there. So we have them on the micro SD card, so we don't lose them if it does something that. So yeah, 1724. Oh no, 724. Is that the number, like the number we have on the? Although we only had 4 numbers, but maybe it is in regards to 1634. Maybe they are the first 4 numbers of it or something like that. I still, it's just a little weird that they wouldn't have made that the system can be updated from the system itself, that you actually need to manually do it. It's a little like, come on, But yeah, I guess it is what it is. Just Okay, so we have phone, new phone. We have some different things here. Let's see. At least they have some information on it. Battery loaded. OT package for Unihertz. Can't remember what OTA actually means. Please do not use any OTA package that is not specified for your device. Otherwise, it will break your phone. Uh-huh. Well, there should be another way to also install a system onto the phone. So, ready what to do now. Please copy your OTA package to external storage root directory. Any directory on the phone is okay. So I do want, okay, they say it will break the phone. I'm just not, power on your phone and connect your phone to PC via click tab for option. Why would you connect your phone to PC via an original? Oh, that's number 2. From external storage. File transfer. Well, don't you? Through the menu setting. Here like 1853 in the back thing in regards of it. I just do wonder in regards of breaking the phone just because you're going from a non-European version. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't risk it, but like should be able to. It's very sad that it's not easier than, Oh, give me a break. What? Like, we don't have the full title of, see here. Upgrade, mode new, upgrade, different papers. Let's try to take the last one and see what it says. Well, we have over 13. Smart. Oh, let's see, turn it around here. Phone upgrade from SD in recovery mode. See, that should be easy peasy in regards of where even if you break the phone and all that, you should be able to restore it by recovery mode. See, this will be interesting, right? How in regards of so getting into the recovery function and then doing it from there. Yeah, so I should be able to recover the phone again if sadly my brain is just not working so good in regards of some coffee maybe. So how do we actually get into the recovery? Oops. Well, I guess I can have it on my computer anyway. Oh, come on. So recovery mode seems like a good, yeah, okay. 2 pages. What is this? Phone upgrade from internal storage. Transfer. Please copy the OTA package to external storage root directory. Yeah, we'll just copy it both places, Doesn't really matter. Do we have all the downloads completed? Well, we have 2 details, let's see. Just now. Is it kind of downloaded all or what, you know? Just now, where's the download? So the download's still ongoing or what, you know? Downloads. I don't see the rest of the, well, hopefully it's downloaded, you know? Just give me a break. Okay, no, it's only 1.7 gigabyte. The other was 2.2, but are we, I'm not even sure it's finished in regards to downloading the things here. Yeah, that's a good question. Did it actually download? That's a good question. If it's actually totally did the download correctly and all that. You gotta be kidding me. You know, it's typical, you know. Like, how hard can it be just to download those 4 files without any issues and all that? And then it seems like there might be some issues in regards to those files, you know. I'm not entirely sure, but, you know, I guess I'll just download them on my computer as well, just to, but like, give me a break with the bullshit. You know, it's just typical, you know, oh yeah, there's not enough space. Well, let's see here. Download, and then it begins to download anyway, like in regards to, didn't I tell it to, yeah, there we go, finally. Let's just fix it in regards of Tank 3 Pro. And download, there we go. And this one as well. Download. You know, and it's just all the clicking bullshit, you know. Just terrible. Okay, and we go, that was the none. I'll get to the European Union as well. At least it's only 4 files, you know. The clicking game. Click, 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 click. Oh, click, 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 click. Well, if you know the file is already too big for scanning for virus, why were you even telling me, you know? Just don't do it, you know? Anyway. So just fixed 4 files into download mode. Yeah, so now we can actually follow along that they're downloading and how far they are. It seems like there is some kind of, like, one is only 1.7, one is 2.1, one is 2.1, and then you have 2.2, but that doesn't kind of sound like that they're actually totally done. Let's see, just try to have an update. Oh, there we go. Okay, that, no, still doesn't look, well, 2 of them might look good, but like one of them is like 1.9 kilo. That doesn't sound like right, you know. Something clearly is wrong. Why is it so hard to download a stinking file? Just, you know, clearly something is wrong. Anyway, I guess I can take the micro SD card out, move them from the computer over to the mobile, and I guess we'll can do it like that instead of this nonsense. It's just, you know, it's just terrible. Like, if I like go in here, what happens? Oh, that one. Okay, we can go. This one works. This one works. Okay. This one doesn't work. And this one doesn't work either. Yeah, so we have 2 files not working at least. And two that is working. But like, why wouldn't it just download the files? You know, work. Google, evil Google, always issues with this. So you always need to like circumvent things and go, you know, try things out. But yeah, it's nice that at least we have some ways to actually update it, and even if we crash it and all that, we can try different things, and I guess we'll just do that, right? You know, would be, you know, again, if I don't use the European Union version, would that actually do anything to it? You know, I don't think so. Again, I would really like to know what the difference is, because if it's just giving the middle finger to the European Union, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. If I break their laws, I don't care. The update process may take several minutes to complete. Do not use your phone before it has finished updating. Your phone will restart automatically when it's finished updating. Yeah, so that's please upgrade from external storage. Yeah, okay. Ready, what to do now? Please copy blah 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 blah. Power on your phone and connect your phone to PC via original USB. Why would you actually connect it to the PC? Tap for more options, select transfer files. You already have the main menu settings, system, advanced, about phone, wireless update. Then follow the on-screen instruction from external storage. And like, why not just choose the wireless update internal? So is this like a kind of a hack or something like that? Keep waiting until the phone restarts. Phone upgrade. Oh, we actually on the computer we can actually see a little more in regards of the text here. That's much better. So we can actually see what is actually in regards to the document, right? Okay, phone upgrade from SD card in recovery mode. Phone upgrade from internal storage in normal mode. Phone upgrade from internal storage in normal mode new. Okay, can we maybe download these three as well? Download this one, this one, and this one, and this one as well. And we're waiting, I guess, scanning for virus and all that. Like, wouldn't you think that it actually already had scanned the files for virus, when they put the files on the, why would it need to do it again, Yeah, we're waiting for downloading the PDFs, but apparently nothing is happening. Isn't it? Google is just so nice, right? Like trying again, downloading, this then scans for virus, and then nothing happens. Well, maybe we can just like do like this, right? No, I can't, because it's like it's like interface above and it's just, yeah, these nonsense things, Yeah, okay. Phone upgrade from SD card in recovery mode. So if we put in recovery mode, don't unpack, please. Yeah, maybe that should probably be the very best way to do things. Then long press the power key and the volume up key. The power key on at the same time until the phone enters no command mode. Picture 1 of recovery mode. Picture 2. If the phone is in no command mode, short press power key and the volume key at the same time. Be careful, don't long press. If not success, please try it a few times. Now you will enter recovery mode. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Then press volume up, down key to select apply update from SD card. I wonder if there's also apply update from SD card. You could have made it a little better in regards to the pictures. The pictures are very bad. Apply update from ADB, wipe data factory reset, wipe backup, how restore users data, root integrity check, mount system. Run, apply, update. I can't remember all these things, but apply update from SD card. I guess in regards to the upgrade, would it actually also be able to just totally nuke the old system? Reboot to bootloader. Yeah. It's nice to be able to, usually you can restore the phone, even if you break it, even if you break the phone, usually you are able to actually undo that damage. And of course, it should be easy peasy, really. But, you have all these different ways of doing things. And okay, we're nearly, it's nearly have finished the 4 files here on the computer. So And then we need the micro SD card out. Can we actually get that out? Let's see here. Tap to set up. Eject. Uh-oh, that's the problem is if I eject it. No, that's not really anything. Okay, it's still running from the Wi-Fi, that's true. So we should be, that's also a problem, right? If you're actually on the SIM card and all that, the SIM card is at the micro SD card. Uh-oh. Good. Let's see if we can get that out here. There we go. I'm going to push this in back. There we go. Oh, yeah, well, whatever. Okay, and we'll just fix this while we actually... Let's chop this one out. Yep, and we'll just need micro SD card reader here. This already has something in it apparently. There we go. There we go, and we'll... How far do we have in regards to the files? Okay, it's the two first are finished. We have two more. And they just need to be copied. Oh, let's see here. Nearly finished. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And then we need to copy that over to the micro SD card. And then we have them on the one more finish. And we just need the last one. Yep, all four are finished. And we can also check them on the computer. That opens up. That opens up. That opens up. And that one opens up. Great. Copy, copy, copy. Over to the MSD here. Paste. And I might need to actually put them in the root of the well, whatever. Copy and put them in the root as well here. Frozen by another job on the same device. Well, we have 4 minutes on one, and it will probably also take around 4 minutes on the other, so like 10 minutes or so, or something like that. And guess we can try to wrap my brain around this in regards to, well, in the meanwhile, again, the European version thing, yeah, I could just take the European. I really want to try, the other non-European version, in regards to what really is the difference. Although if it's just upgrading from one system to another, there might be some problems from doing that. But if it's like totally annihilating the system and starting over, as it should be able to with a file like that, I should be able to install the non-European Union file. Anyway, now we at least have them downloaded, I guess the newest versions in regards to that. I have phone upgrade from internal storage in normal mode, phone upgrade from internal storage in normal mode new. And like, what do you mean new? Is it the same way, or is it like upgraded in regards to images, or is it another way to do it, or some USB thing and all that? But really, it should really already have been able to just upgrade the system, by the update, instead of that the user needs to actually sit here and try to do it by himself, right? And again, you end up wasting a lot of time and brain power as well. Don't Oh, unpack the zip file. Yeah. We understand that. Please copy your to external storage root directory. So again, that's another. Power on your phone and connect your phone to PC via original USB cable. Connect your phone to PC via the original via an original USB cable. An original USB cable. Click tab for more options. Select transfer file, but like, why would you do that if you already have the file? But yeah, I guess it's kind of hack the planet or something like that. Through the main menu settings, about phone system update, or settings system advanced, about phone system update, wireless update, then follow the on screen. It's like it's in these days it's like hack the planet all the time instead of just like doing it directly, right? In regards to, hey, update the phone from this file, right? It shouldn't be much more than do that, right? But then you need to hack the planet and do these all, where you, yeah, it's just stupid, System update, internal storage, and then they choose the file, and then I guess it begins to update system. Your device can be breaked if you choose to install an official or incomplete zip file. Wait until the phone restarts automatically. This process may last a long time. So this is apparently, so there's different ways of them doing it, I guess. In regards to the first, in regards to the recovery mode, seems to be the best way to do it. Here another one in regards of like, you use USB to transfer file, but you already have the file on your phone, so it's kind of, again, hack the planet. Please copy your package to external storage root directory. So again, you already have the file, right? So why do you need to connect it to a USB cable? Power on your phone and connect your phone to PC via original USB cable. Click tab for more options. Select file transfer. Through the main menu settings, system advanced, about phone, wireless update. I was like, but you already have the file on your phone, and yet it's again, this is these hack the planets transfer. Okay, through the menu settings, system advanced, about phone, wireless update, then follow the on-screen instructions to upgrade from internal storage. This is stupidity. The update process may take several minutes to complete. So, but again, you already have your files on your on the phone, right? So it doesn't. These hack the planet things are just absolute rubbish. And I'm not sure. The phone upgrade from external storage in normal mode, new. So there's like a new and an old, but is it the same thing we're talking about here? Seems to, again, like USB. You have to a USB thing, a cable in to hack the planet instead of just, hey, there's the file, just do it. Wait until the phone restarts automatically, blah, 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 yeah. Yeah, but the main way, in regards to recovery mode, seems to be the right way to pretty much do things. I don't know if you can actually open the bootloader on the tank tree as well. Phone upgrade from SD card in recovery mode. But again, it's just this devilish waste of time, to that you end up with a new device, but you can't really get to work with it because of all these rubbish things. And I don't get, in regards to the update, that they don't even have the update for the mobile. That's kind of, I should have just been able to just update the mobile and take it from there. And if they lock down the data and all that. But nope. Oh well, my brain is really, really Brain is not really with me. Okay, it's still copying to the micro SD card. So I have 2 minutes left, and then we pretty much have all the files. Of course, we could just have taken one of the files instead of downloading them all, but I started with one. I just wanted also to like seem to have like 70, 12, 18, 15. TEE or the EEA. We want to get into the. Well, I guess I can't do it while live streaming if I want to do the other way. Okay, well, anyway, we'll see what we. Guess we can turn on the computer and put a USB cable into it and see if we can get it to do it the other way.